And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
On the double.
59 mark. Check, 59. And we heavy on the edges, Hatchet. Kill.
A handoff to Spiller to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later. All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Back to throw. Patterson sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check. 3 down.
Here's Spiller. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Watch out.
6-6. Pull it. Get it.
Here's 2nd and 8. Flush to his right. He'll find Metcalf. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2nd and long. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Patterson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Slam. Check 52.
And to give this time to the tailback. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14.
Check 56. Alert 3. Alert 3. Check 17. Check.
Now they try the right side here. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners, some of them actually...
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So 4th down coming up, John Harbaugh sent on the field goal unit. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick here is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Get ready.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Toss play to Spiller. And nothing but daylight ahead. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Watch his flag.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 40. And he cuts it left, and now room to move. He cuts it middle, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown. And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, ball, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. The point after is good, and the lead down to 3 at 13-10. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24. Line.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 31 yards there and a first down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This will be taken in at the 1. Stays on his feet. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Right back to him on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So that'll back him up 5.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And he didn't get it there. No, it's no good. Just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Hey, exit. Get.
On 1st and 10, Patterson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This is Spiller. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it, when you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw again, Patterson. And he comes back with one complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. A final shot before the break. Watson, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they give this time to the tailback. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
Set. It's just me and you. It's a 24.
To throw is Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
They say money don't make the man, but damn, I'm making money. Observing you motherfuckers, and some of you bitches funny. Say you want it, but you bullshit. Licking the lips, you got me about to act the man. Sipping on some Alizé and Cristal. Meanwhile, Bobby and Trick and get the winking at me, she snaps. A nigga's full of passion. Satisfaction is everlasting. Now is a beer. What I'm asking while I'm rubbing on that ass, why you laughing? See, I'm digging as if I'm furious, full blown and furious. Baby, get a grip when I be doing this. It's so physical, my attraction, driven by alcohol. Beware of my reaction, baby, I'm on the ball. Duck down on death row. You better recognize the picture when I say it's up. Now you can feel it. It's a motion for my niggas and most forever blast. Bitches ain't ready for this stuff.
And you gotta go along. Give me the straight up. You got me tripping wet.
Gotta make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they split the offense to
I got a thing for bitches. I don't really hang with bitches. But if you see me with them 9 times out of 10, I'm banging them bitches. All we do is fuck. But she say we don't do it enough. Calling my phone going ham down, playing, you be doing too much. All on my Instagram trying to spaz out, you be doing too much. Want a screenshot while we FaceTime, you be doing too much. Got me on the phone running green, ho, you really doing too much. All that patrol pulling on my clothes, ho, you really doing too much. I had a blessing out, whole lie like she pregnant. To tell the truth, she was missing. Screenshot 9 messages. I ain't gonna lie, I hit a couple times, I really was thirsty though. She was just one of them bitches you hit on the morning like come to the door. Her eyes while she drives, she coming straight to me. She put the rest of pussy head on the nigga, going straight to sleep. I tried to tell her before this shit unfolded. I can't help fucking with you on my name. We started off cool and then the shit changed. I guess they good did they fucked up a brain. Hold a little bit, you tripping now. Got a bitch at the house, you know my spouse. Without a doubt, I stopped fucking with you. Had to cut you off like 50 bitches. You're so actual clutch, but you know we're doing too much. Between your friends and what we got going on, bitch, keep that on the hush. I got a thing for bitches. I'm really hanging with bitches. Know if you see me with them 9 times out of 10, I'm banging bitches. I was cool as fuck, but she said we don't do it enough. Calling my phone, going ham down, playing, you be doing too much. Follow on Instagram, trying to stand out, you be doing too much. You be doing too much. Want a screenshot while we FaceTime, you be doing too much. You got me on speakerphone around your friends, how you really doing too much. All in my shows, pulling on my clothes, how you really doing too much. I fell in love with Keisha, I had a thing to make. That hoe was acting too much. She made it hard to keep it. I had a menage with she in a garage with me. When you get money, then everybody begging that shit, you dodging people. I used to be robbing people. You bitch to be charging people. I had a little bitch at the mall so bad I wish it was a job to me. Fuck, still be lying to bitches. These niggas be crying to bitches. These niggas be doing too much. These bitches be trying to niggas. These niggas stressing, these hoes be missing, but I don't be giving them. I don't be giving them. I don't want to talk to you. Don't want to shit. Give you a band in front of them. She caught me slipping. She took a picture of me. Dissing that shit to her friends. He fell asleep in that pussy. Yeah, he fell asleep in that pussy. I got a thing for bitches. I'm really hanging with bitches. Know if you see me with them 9 times out of 10, I'm banging bitches. I was cool as fuck, but she said we don't do it enough. Calling my phone, going ham down, playing, you be doing too much. All on Instagram trying to stand out, you be doing too much. You be doing too much. Screenshot while we FaceTime, you be doing too much. You be doing too much. Got me on speakerphone around your friends, how you really doing too much. You doing too much. All in my shows, pulling on my clothes, how you really doing too much. You doing too much. You be doing too much. You be doing too much.
Throwing to start the drive.
You be doing too much.
To the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. A gain of 6 there.
Yo.
Brandon,
I hit it.
that's a good situation.
Hit it. Take my stripes with me. Tweak my head. They gon' have to take my life with me. I come from the city with niggas that hit you by anything. I come from the city with niggas who kill you by anything. I come from the city with niggas who kill the city. You know what I'm saying? I come from the city, your enemies living, you niggas my own niggas. I come from the city, the bitches who fucking get it hard. Niggas be talking and fucking with the middle. I said, you the middle man. I come from the kitchen with all my city, I did it, man. These chances I'm taking, they working, but I gotta get it. Thanks for making me sad. Thanks for opening the deal. Thanking me like I'm a gay. Thanking me for making me like too young to have it. I was too young to have it. 5 bricks, I was too young to manage that game. I was so dumb and got red. Can't watch on my pocket to vanish. Mama said, thank you, I hate you. Told you to do it that way. Mama told me they gon' come and take it, but don't never let them people break you. No thank you. No thank you. No thank you. Know if I say cool, we see straight through you. Know if I say, bitch, I'm here with them successful. They say when you get big, watch them sit turn their back on you. They so fake dropping hit, and watch how quick they get back on you. Shit crazy. I come from the city with niggas that hate you by anything. I come from the city with niggas that kill you by anything. I come from the city with niggas that kill you by anything. I come from the city, your enemies living, your niggas my own niggas. I come from the city, the bitches for anything. Niggas be talking about blood, bitches the middle, and you the middle man. I come from the kitchen with all my city, I did it, man. These chances I'm taking, they working, but I gotta get it. Niggas to see a nigga who done robbed and shot in the white, you wanna do shit. Don't let him hear about you fucking his hoe. He gon' teach you about that bitch. Hey, where I come from, they don't like to see you in the shine on top of your bed. They say you didn't do it, but really you did it. Shit so crazy, they respect snitches. Yeah, the streets ain't got no love for a nigga. I been told you that. If in my city where you at, you gotta have you a strap. Cause they running over nothing, kill it cause they strong. I swear it's a real jump.
16 yards on that one at a Raven first. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Flushed out right to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Check 25. Slam, slam, slam. And go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. Watson on third down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Going for it with Sanders. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
One up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right, I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that with an ass back. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts, if the money low, I'ma grab. Brown man, when it come back, I'ma give back. My bad when the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like 10 for